playing video games could be an escape for you. Some people like to kick back, relax, and play video games to kill time. Some play video games professionally, and some play to create content as a living. There are countless reasons to play video games, and there's no better way of elevating your gaming experience but through your gaming setup. A great gaming setup that is done right can not only enhance your gaming performance, but also reflect your aesthetics. The best gaming setups could come from upgrading a simple workstation to building an over-the-top gaming loft. You could definitely enjoy games with just the essentials. But if you want to achieve your dream gaming setup, you're going to need some coin and some inspiration. In today's video, we'll be showing you the best and also the worst gaming setups we've seen. But before we get into it, thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for future uploads. This is Gameatology. Our first feature is from YouTuber Tech Tesseract. He does tech product reviews and occasional building videos, so you can bet that he definitely knows what he's doing. His recent 2021 setup tour is what he calls his epic gaming setup, with the all-metal Jones Bow Mod 3 PC case, the Ryzen 9 3950X with the RTX Vision 3080. That is some powerful hardware. Did we forget to mention that he has 64GB of RAM? For his peripherals, he uses the Alien low-profile mechanical keyboard, paired with the Alienware RGB gaming mouse. Mounted on his wall, his middle monitor is the Alienware 34-inch ultra-wide, which he claims is amazing for gaming with its 3400 by 1440p resolution. His two side monitors next to his middle monitor are the 27-inch Asus VN279QL, and above it is a 55-inch TV. The brand wasn't mentioned. An amazing setup paired with his stunning gaming chair. The fabric version of the Secret Lab Titan. He's got it all, and he's still wanting some new stuff to upgrade his already amazing gaming setup. We're certainly keeping an eye on him. We can't wait to see what Tech Tesseract will have in store for us in his next setup tour. Our next best setup is from a gamer called Hamad. Your jaw will probably drop with his insane gaming room when you see it. A monster of a PC with an AMD Ryzen Threadripper 3960X CPU covered in the Corsair Crystal 680X RGB case, a Corsair Hydro H100i RGB cooler on an Asus Prime TRX40 Pro motherboard with 128 gigs of RGB Pro RAM, then an Asus ROG Strix 2080 GPU. His main monitor is the 49-inch Samsung Odyssey G9 gaming monitor. On the left side is a 34-inch Alienware, and on the right is another Alienware, but a 27-inch with a 240Hz display. All his monitors are connected to the PC, but his right monitor is hooked up to the Xbox for some console gaming. He has two sets of peripherals. Up top is a Razer Huntsman Mini and an Xbox controller for gaming on his right side. Below his primary set, which is the white Logitech G915 Lightspeed Wireless TKL keyboard. Beside it is a Razer Tataris Pro keypad and a 6-button Logitech G203 LightSync mouse. His two speakers are the JBL Pulse 4, the Logitech G733 as his headset, and the AKG K702 open-back headphones. Aside from his PC setup, he also has a designated spot for his Fnatic Forza Horizon racing rig on his right side of his desk, if he ever wants to catch up on his racing sim. The ceilings and walls of his gaming room are installed with RGB, making the whole room pop with color. When it comes to setups, Hamad is definitely up there. Our third feature is from another tech YouTuber named Ben, or most known as Scorpio Tech. Ben does a lot of product unboxing and reviews, and he taps into video gaming too. He dropped his first gaming setup tour in 2020, now comes forth with an updated version in 2021. Quite a lot has changed from his previous setup tour, as his main priority in his new setup is to fit it all in the small desk that he owns. His monitors are the 27-inch Asus TUF VG27AQ with 2560 by 1440 resolution, the primary monitor facing him and the right monitor facing diagonally. From the 24-inch monitors he previously owned, the new monitors are a heavy upgrade. The 27-inch Asus is the perfect size for gaming, streaming, and working. Right beside his monitors, you can catch the sleek and gleaming design of his PC. Inside the PC is an i9 CPU overclocked at 5 GHz, 32 GB of the Corsair Vengeance RGB RAM at 3200 MHz, with the Asus ROG Strix 3080 GPU. His cooler is the NZXT Kraken X62 AIO with a Corsair RM750X power supply with a 1TB Samsung 970 EVO Plus. He upgraded to Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro Studio headphones. His peripherals are the Gamma KK66, paired with the Razer Basilisk Mercury mouse. Powerful hardware, budget-friendly desktop peripherals, and amazing cable management. Neat and refreshing. What more can you ask from a gaming setup? Scorpio Tech is proof that a small space can't stop you from having the gaming setup of your dreams. Next, we're going to talk about the worst gaming setups there possibly could be. The performance of every PC build will vary based on the parts that you currently have and what you can afford. Note that there is objectively no bad PC build, unless you try outrageous ideas you see on the internet like using your old microwave as a PC case. Though the newest and latest graphic cards, CPUs, and peripherals will surely give you the best performance and gaming experience for your money, some older computer components can still give you a relatively good experience without breaking the bank. So, content creators like Linus Tech Tips and Bitwit will teach you some PC builds that you should certainly not follow. Linus Tech Tip uploaded a video last year wherein he bought the slowest but brand new components that would eventually make the slowest possible PC. He kicked off with the AMD Athlon 3000G, a 3.5 GHz dual-core. Next, an MSI A340M Pro for the motherboard. The build is accompanied by Thermaltake H17 as the case, a stick of DDR4 memory with just 4 GB of RAM, a Corsair CV550 for the power supply, and Zotac GT210 graphics card. Looking at these parts, this build would seem pretty good if we were still living in 2010. Some of the parts are surely becoming near obsolete, and it won't really provide you with much gaming power, but hey, this PC could still work. Linus Tech tried to play Rocket League offline, getting 15 FPS, but when he attempted to play Counter-Strike Global Offensive, he barely got to 10 FPS. The frame rates this PC gave when playing either of these games would drive any gamer insane, considering that these games don't need a significant amount of processing power for it to play well. Overall, this would be a great PC for work or just scrolling through Facebook, but for gaming, a definite and hard no. Bitwit created a similar video, making the worst PC possible with the computer parts that he only had on hand. The lineup of the worst parts he had were the AMD Sempron 3800 processor, ASRock AM1B ITX motherboard, a single stick of Samsung DDR3 with 2 GB, Dagger 600-watt SFX power supply, a Zotac GT710 2 GB graphic card, an aero-cooled PC case, and a random tiny cooling fan. After completing what he calls the lousiest computer build, he started a timer to see how long it would take for the computer to boot. The system took almost 2 minutes to start up. It took Bitwit 10 minutes to install Steam, and downloading Counter-Strike Global Offensive took way longer than it should have for his internet speed. It came to the point where he had to double the 2 GB memory sticks for the PC to run faster. After the memory upgrade, he noticed immediate improvement as his YouTube video played smoothly on 1080p resolution. Later, Bitwit finally finished installing Counter-Strike and waited a hot minute before he could actually start playing. He got a staggering 8 FPS after loading into the game, which if you're getting those frame rates, you're better off not having your monitor plugged in at all. And best be sure, even only after a minute into the game, the CPU and GPU temperatures skyrocketed because of that tiny cramped PC case with absolutely no airflow. So what do you think of the best and worst gaming setups? Did you get inspiration from the best ones? Sound off in the comment section below, and if you're new to the channel, thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for future uploads. Until next time.